From the Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
Well, good morning, everybody. I hope you're enjoying this fine Saturday morning. I'm Doc Hamels, and welcome to Chautauqua Sunrise. It's baseball season! Yep, and we're going to be talking baseball here shortly, so stick around, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I want you to know that I have a special honor of having a special card that I carry. You know, a lot of you guys talk about American Express cards. I want to know I carry this card wherever I go. Let's pop that picture up, Jeff. I know you have it. I sent to you this morning. And this is, there it is, folks. There it is. You know, this is my own Tarp Skunks baseball card. And I want you to know, when I take this card and I walk up to the ticket booth and I flash this card, you know what they say to me? Cash or credit card? Anyways, it's a privilege to be included as part of the Tarp Skunks team and culture here, and we're going to be talking all about the Tarp Skunks. So let's get rid of my picture and let's meet the crew that's here today. My good friend Randy Anderson's in the house, and as soon as we get rid of my picture, we're going to see him. There you are. Good morning, Randy.
Morning, Doc. Always fun to be here with you.
All right, so who did you bring today?
Oh, man, we got an all-star lineup here today. So I'm really happy to have our manager, Jordan Basile, here today.
He's been here before.
He has.
Good morning, Jordan. How are you?
But people got to remember, Jordan
Yes.
is a Hall of Famer.
Of what?
SUNY Fredonia Athletic Hall of Fame for his baseball career at SUNY Fredonia. So this guy not only is a tremendous manager for our team, but he had a terrific baseball career himself. So
I have to treat him with more respect.
Little more respect. And I also want to introduce two of our top players this year. We've got Grady from the University of Western Michigan.
Well, you got a point because people don't know which one's which.
Grady's wearing the white shirt today.
How's it going?
And we also have today Tommy Googin from Princeton University. Tommy is sitting right next to me in the blue shirt.
Wait a minute. Where's Grady from?
Western Michigan.
Yeah.
Western Michigan.
Yes.
We're talking college.
Yes. To play on the Tarp Skunks, you have to be a collegiate player.
All right.
So all our ball players are from some college somewhere in America.
All right. So before we get to you guys, we're going to lay down the background of the Tarp Skunks real quick with Randy, and then we're going to talk to you guys, okay? So hang on. So Tarp Skunks, we know a little bit about the story, where the name comes from. It comes from the skunks that were part of the tarp, and are there still skunks in the stadium?
There are still skunks at the stadium, right, Jordan?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, see or smell, but they're around somewhere.
Right.
So originally, we found them living in our tarp down at the stadium. We were searching for a name for our team, and tarp and skunk, and it's so unique. The marketing around it has been phenomenal. Our merchandise sales are through the roof. This is a very popular name.
Was that a commercial just now?
Might have been.
Okay. You guys got a mascot?
Whiffy?
Oh, I thought his name was Stinky.
No, Whiffy.
Whiffy.
Now isn't that
Whiffy.
great for a baseball mascot?
Whiffy.
Whiffy, if you strike out, you whiff.
I've done that.
But then it's the skunk thing too. It's Whiffy.
Okay.
Our original idea was to call him Ken Whiffy Jr.
Oh.
But we thought we might have some issues with the ball player of that name.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we just shortened it to Whiffy.
Good idea. How long have the Tarp Skunks been around?
This is our third summer of playing baseball.
All right.
We lost the summer through COVID.
Right.
But this is our third summer of playing.
Okay.
And we're doing very well.
And not to go into great detail, because I do want to get to our friends here, but Jamestown has had a long history of baseball, right?
We had a professional team in our town for 75 years.
Okay.
1939 to 2014. The team that we field now is called a Wood Bat College League. The Jamestown Tarp Skunks play in a league called the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League, and we are in the Western Division of that league.
How can we be in the Western Division in Chautauqua County?
Because it's all New York State teams.
Oh.
And when I tell you who are are in our division, you'll get the western part of New York
Gotcha.
State.
Okay.
So it's Niagara, Batavia, Elmira, Geneva, Newark, and Auburn.
What about my hometown, Buffalo?
No, not in the league. They're playing professional ball in Buffalo.
Oh, AAA or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Different
Okay,
league.
enough about me, Doc. Let's talk about our players and our manager today.
All right, let's do it. Let's start with the players. All right, let's just start with Tommy. All right, Tommy. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
You thought we'd never get to you, didn't you?
I didn't know if you would.
Good news. We still have about 34 minutes. Tommy, you're from where now?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
And you go to school at Princeton.
I will. I just graduated high school, so I'll be
Get
there.
it?
this
You're like
fall.
6'100". You're a big guy. Okay, so how long you been playing ball?
Since the earliest I can remember. So
Okay. And do you have a history in your family of playing ball?
yeah, my dad has been a college coach for a long time, so
You had no choice.
I did have a choice, but it's what I want to do.
Are there other family members that play ball?
My mom played college volleyball. My dad played college baseball. So, I'd say that's it.
Okay, so I asked that question because not everybody thinks in terms of a particular sport or a particular activity because we're influenced. I mentioned gospel music earlier and church music.
Yeah.
Well, I probably wouldn't be a musician today if it wasn't for. Wait a minute, it was the Beatles. I forgot about that. Anyways, but we have these influences in our lives. Okay.
Tommy, you're a really good athlete. You're very smooth and agile. Did you play other sports in high school?
I did. I was a really big basketball player in high school.
You had to be.
Yeah.
You had to have been. I could just tell the way you walk. And
But
move.
but I know that there's quite a few athletes that do multiple sports, and you bring skills of those sports into each other, right?
Yeah, I know, like, because my dream is always to play college baseball, and so I know, like, a lot of coaches would always tell me about, like, quitting basketball so I could focus on baseball, but I know, like, playing basketball, it always helped me with my baseball.
So are you going to play baseball for Princeton?
Yeah, yes.
Wow, very impressive. What's the long-term goal? And I'm going to leave it open. What's your long-term goal? Because I have other questions I'll follow up with you.
Well, I want to play pro ball. That's my dream.
That's the dream. Any particular team?
Any of them.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So what's the road to get there? I mean, this is a lot of work.
This is the first stop.
First stop.
Jamestown
All right.
Tarp Skunks.
So this is your first season with us here. Us because I'm part of the team now. And what position do you play? Something about infield, but I heard that earlier.
Well, I would say shortstop, but he's also going to say shortstop, so I'll say middle infield.
So middle infield, that's a general term I'm not familiar with. When I was playing ball, you always like, you're going to make first baseman or whatever. So what does that mean?
So I play shortstop or second base, but, like, depending on what happens to my body, like, I feel like I could outgrow that. And, like, if you get bigger and maybe a little slower, I might be more of a corner guy, like first or third or some outfield. So,
Bigger or slower?
Well,
I got news for you. As you get older, you get bigger.
yeah.
I could have. Wow, yeah. Well, I always enjoyed playing baseball as a kid. Do you right now? If I were to ask you, I'm going to ask you the same question probably. Is there one moment in time when you were playing baseball whatever age, when you say that was a cool moment in baseball? Do you have one of those, like a special play or anything like that?
I mean, I've had, like, cool moments, but I think, like, the best are kind of, like, in general, like, thinking about, like, the time I've spent with, like, some of my teammates and, like, my family through baseball, because that's kind of, like, the way I connect with a lot of people.
And how about in an actual game? Was there a moment that a certain player?
Yeah, I hit a walk-off against our rival team last year in high school, and so that was pretty big. But also, I'd say I played in a pretty big tournament in Jupiter, Florida, and that was a lot of fun.
You were in Florida playing ball.
Yeah.
You're serious. Okay.
Now, Tommy, you got to be a pretty sharp kid if you're going to Princeton.
I'm proof that you don't have to do that.
Oh, come on. What are you going to study at Princeton, Tommy?
I have no idea.
Come on.
Zero.
Zero idea.
I'm really trying to figure it out. So
I'm going to tell you right now, that's okay. Okay? Because one day you're going to wake up and you're going to say, I'm really feeling whatever this is, a particular direction. And I'm going to give you the same advice I've given all my friends, kids, and so forth, and your dad's probably going to tell you the same thing in your family. Have a backup plan, because tomorrow you could trip and fall, and baseball will be a thing of the past. So always have a backup plan. Yeah. I'm still working on it. I tell this to all the kids that are going to music as well. You know, being a rock musician is a lot of fun, but you get to a certain point in time, and your body doesn't keep up with it.
Yeah.
So
we don't call it backup, we call it parallel. So
well, same idea.
great.
Same idea.
Yeah.
Parallel.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah, great. Okay, so let me share with you my favorite moment of baseball, if I may, and then we're going to get to you, okay? So there I am. I think I was about, I don't know, we played Little League. And we had like the bottom, there was the middle, and of course there was the big teams, and we were little kids. And I was in the middle division, and we were going to play the best team in the upper division. And this kid, Pete Persico, gets up to bat. Yeah, good name, huh? And I'm in the center field. And the sun's in my eyes. I got my hat down in case I'm really cool. And he hits the ball, and I go, oh my God, it's coming over here, it's coming over. And all I do is put my hand up in the air, right into my mitt. I was the hero for the day. I caught the possible home run in me, this guy right here. But you know what? That's what baseball's all about, is those little moments of joy, and you hit it right on the head. Team working together, and you guys seem to already have a lot of fun together. I noticed that when you came in. Yeah. So how long have you been playing ball together now?
2 weeks.
Imagine what it's going to be
10
like.
games.
Imagine what it's going to be like after 3 weeks. Yeah. I can't wait. Okay, so we'll get back to you a little bit more, Tommy. Grady, you've got roots here, so let's hear your story.
Yeah, so, I go to Western Michigan, but I'm from Toledo, Ohio. But my dad's side of the family is originally from just outside of Jamestown, so I got some history around these parts.
Now, do a shout out. They're watching, probably.
Oh, yeah. So, the Me family, so my great-grandfather, Warren Me, played on the Steel Partition Bombers.
Was that, what? Steel Partition Bombers?
Yeah.
Who were they?
So that was the semi-pro team that played here, and he played the late 40s into the 50s. His brother Ralph was a big time player for the team as well. So there's a little bit of history.
And anybody else in your family playing?
Yeah, well, not for that team, but
anywhere.
Yeah, one of the other reasons I wanted to come to Jamestown is for the history. Like I said, I'd be the fourth generation me to play at Dietrich Park. So I was really excited when I had the opportunity when Coach here. We set it up so my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my dad, and now me all played on the field. So
don't mess it up.
Yeah.
So what position did your dad play?
He was kind of utility. He played a little bit of third base, second base. He caught. So.
And who did he play for? The Jammers?
No. So he was a Notre Dame grad.
Mm-hmm.
And then he played a little bit of pro ball there, but
he played in Jamestown though.
He did play in Jamestown for a couple games, yeah.
Okay.
So.
Holy Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Wow. We've got some names here.
We got some big dogs
here. So Western Michigan, what year are you going?
No, I just finished my freshman year. So.
Okay, and what are you studying?
I'm business undecided, so I still got some time to figure out what I want to do. But,
okay.
Yeah.
You got to kind of focus in on some of these things first. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's see here. Best moment in baseball so far?
Best moment. Well, I guess memorable moment. I think I might have been 10 or 11, and we were playing in a tournament, and I walked it off in the championship game. So that was kind of fun. But like what Tommy said, it's just a lot of the memories you make with your teammates. Sometimes on the field, but also off the field, which is really memorable.
Both of you use the term "walked off." Who's going to define that for my viewers?
Take it away, Tommy.
Well, if you're the home team, you play the bottom half of the inning on offense, and so if you're tied going into the ninth inning, which is the last inning, and you're tied and you score a run, the other team doesn't have a chance to answer. Sure. They call it a walk-off.
Gotcha.
So
all right. So you guys use terms that not everybody knows, including me, and because I find that whether it's sports, music, government, business, whatever, over years terms kind of take on new meanings. So I wasn't clear on that.
It's like baseball's version of like a buzzer beater for basketball.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Did you play other sports?
I did.
What'd you
So in high school, I was also a basketball player. But then in Ohio, golf is a fall sport. So instead of playing football, my mom didn't let me. I golfed instead. So
A little safer.
yeah, a little safer. So
Unless you're golfing, then it's very dangerous. But anyway.
My reputation is preceding me once again. If you go to the Shorewood Acres up in towards Fredonia, there's a picture of me in the locker room with a line through it. Considered armed and dangerous with a golf club. No, you're serious. No, you're right. I am terrible. I hit the ball and I don't even know where it went. And what position do you play? Grady?
I'm a middle infielder too, so short and second.
So what's your long-term goal?
I want to play pro ball. That's
For
whoever wants me. Whoever
Okay.
wants me.
All right. Now, you may not remember this, okay? You will, and you will, I think. Not that I have anything to do with this whatsoever, but I actually have a cousin, a relative, that won the World Series one year, and he was a pitcher. Cole Hamels.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
I know that name.
Yeah, he
He
is
was
a
with the
distant relative of yours,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember you telling me
Yeah,
this
he
story.
played for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Phillies. And so baseball's fun. And okay, here's a good question. What's your favorite? Not that you're necessarily going to play with, but who do you follow? Any particular team?
The Cincinnati Reds.
Reds.
So
Okay,
I'm a New York Yankees fan. So
one of those. What about you?
I don't have, excuse me, I don't have one particular team I follow. I just enjoy baseball overall.
I can say the same thing. Not really one particular team that I follow. I tend to root for the underdogs, though, the ones with low salaries and up and coming young guys. So just enjoy watching the game.
When we were in school, I don't know how it was with you guys, but like you pick a team, because and oh man, they already took the team I wanted, so you had to pick a team. Well, I was really tall like you, and so what would be a natural? The San Francisco Giants. And so all my life I rooted for the Giants, and so kind of fun. But I know a lot of this area, big Pittsburgh Pirate area. A lot of people follow them a lot. Okay, so let's go down to your coach for a little bit. Jordan, how long have you been with the Tarp Skunks now?
This
All
will be
three?
my third year.
So you started with these guys.
Yep. Well, third, and then the COVID season. So 4 years together.
Okay.
Third season.
What do you do?
I am the head coach. If you come to a game, you can mostly see me on in the coaching box on third base,
Mm-hmm.
and then sometimes I'll pop my head out of the dugout when we are on offense.
Do you yell a lot? Some
Not
coaches
really.
are like cuckoo nuts. They're yelling and jumping around. and
Not
doing all
really.
kinds- So all those hand signs and all that stuff.
You know, there'll be a game or two here, but it's not usually at the guys that I'm yelling at. Mid-game, it's mostly the umpires. If you do hear.
So you do yell. Where do we get our umpires from? Is there
Really,
like-
they're mostly in this side. They're mostly Western New York guys.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a range of them. We probably have 20 different umps on the year that are coming in and out.
Okay. So let's go back to Tommy for a bit. Tommy, you got out of the vehicle when we got here, and I heard Randy say, "Well, welcome to rural New York. Here out in the sticks. This is a great place to live." Now, where are you staying? Are you in a dorm or something?
yeah, so the players, we all stay at the park in left field. We all just stay in the dorms at Jamestown Community College.
So have you? I know you. How long have you been in town? A couple weeks.
I like three weeks.
Okay. So have you been able to look around a little bit, get around at all?
Yeah, I've been around a little bit. I want to go to the Comedy Center one day. I haven't done that yet, but I've been to a couple restaurants.
Okay, good. Chautauqua County is a wonderful, wonderful place to be. And you can go to a national site like the National Comedy Center. You can go fishing. You can go to one of the Great Lakes in a heartbeat. You can go to Chautauqua Lake, Chautauqua Institution. I'm doing kind of a commercial ad for people that are watching right now, but I want to encourage you and the rest of your teammates to experience Chautauqua County, because you may not be back again. This might be one time too. I don't know. You guys come back over and over. How's that work?
Well, we do have some players on our team this year that have played for us previously. But in most cases, they're one and done, so to speak.
Yeah.
They're trying to get to the next level or to get another experience to add to their resume.
Okay. Well, anyways, I want to welcome you to the county, and I've been here for a long time. It's almost 50 years now for me in this county. And I would encourage you to, I know this sounds like I'm getting a little preachy, but appreciate what these guys have put together for you guys, because it's really fabulous, and you're playing in a great stadium. How many people does that hold?
I think 3,000 maybe, Jordan? What do you think?
Right around there. I think we did an actual count. I want to say it was just above 3,000.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you are bringing joy to the community. You know, when I go to a game and I hear people cheering the team on and eating a hot dog and getting a cold beverage and enjoying an evening in the middle of July, for instance, or when you have the fireworks or your Whiffy comes out or whatever, it's a fun night. You know, how's that phrase goes? The greatest game on dirt or something like that. This is how you said since 1939, right? What a tradition you guys are in. And you must realize that some famous guys that have played ball have been on that very dirt that you're on.
Yeah.
Give me a few names.
Well, I think the last time we counted, there were 269 players who made it from Jamestown to the major leagues. 269. And 2 players made it from Jamestown to Cooperstown, to the Hall of Fame. That would be Nellie Fox, who played for us in 1944, and Randy Johnson, who pitched for us in 1985. So you can get from Jamestown to Cooperstown.
So you're on sacred ground.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, they go into these little podunk little places and these little baseball stadiums, and, you know, I don't know, they're just got local places, but Jamestown, cool place. Good history there.
And I want to give a shout out to Jordan and his players. They really get involved in our community. They are so good with the fans that are at the ballpark, signing autographs for kids, posing for pictures with the kids.
Just to let you know that I will be signing autographs.
But my point is, Doc, going to a Tarp Skunks game is a real family event, and Jordan and Tommy and Grady have been gracious in the way they treat the fans. So, you know, these guys, Jordan or Grady and Tommy, you know, are not from Jamestown, but for these 2 months, they're our guys.
Yeah. How many guys are on your team?
30-ish.
33 we're at right now.
33.
Yep.
So, Jordan, what's new this year? I mean, what can fans look forward to? I mean, every year you have a little different promotion and things like that. So you got some promotions this year that's going on? Fun nights?
Yeah, it might be easier if, I mean, there's a bunch of them. Might be easier, too, for Randy, because he has the card in front of him, the schedule.
All right.
If he wants to read it.
Let me just tell you, these guys play 23 home games over 2 months and 23 road games over 2 months. So they are playing baseball all the time. But anyway, in the near future at Dietrich Park, this coming Wednesday is our next home game, Doc. It happens to be a doubleheader.
Doubleheader, 2
Yeah,
games.
the first game is at 4:30, and the second game is at 7 o'clock.
Who are you playing?
Batavia. They're good.
I have relatives in Batavia.
They're good.
I bet one of my cousins is playing it.
So here's the deal on this coming Wednesday, the
Such a deal.
21st.
21st.
It's $2.
What?
$2 to get in, $2 for a hot dog, $2 for a beverage, whether it's a soft drink or a beer. It's a heck of a deal. So think about it. If you've got a family, Doc.
I do.
Yeah. So first game's at 4:30. Bring your family. Watch a couple innings. Now you can serve them dinner for $2. Even you, Doc, can appreciate that.
Hey!
And you got 14 innings in a doubleheader instead of 9, so you got more time at the park for $2.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. You mean for $2 I get to spend the whole day there?
Yes. Yeah,
I don't
you
have to come back out and
No,
you know?
no, $2.
It's like at the theater, you know, everybody out.
No,
start
no,
over
no,
again.
no.
$2. What a deal.
It is a deal. Then we play home next Saturday, a week from tonight. We play a 6:30 game. A week from tomorrow, that would be June 25th, Sunday. It's a 2 o'clock game, so 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Nice, nice.
Good way to spend a Sunday afternoon.
Rain or shine?
No, we don't play in the rain. We're waiting for the donation from the Hamels Foundation to build the dome.
I'll send you an app next week.
Yeah. Okay, and then 2 other really good nights that are coming up, Doc, that your listeners will want to know about is Thursday, June 29th.
Yep.
Free. That's even cheaper than $2, Doc.
That's my kind of night.
Now we're talking. Thursday, June 29th, 6:30, we're playing Newark. And the CCIDA, one of your sponsors of this show, has bought out the ballpark.
Really?
So it's absolutely free.
Free.
That's a pretty good deal. And then one more I want to mention. It's Friday, June 30th.
Next day?
Yep. Fireworks night. So after the ball game, stick around for fireworks. That's being sponsored by Jamestown Mattress.
Wow.
So five really good ball games coming up over the next 2 weeks.
Okay. So let's talk seating. I tried to get box seats, and they were all sold out because you only got like 5. He's laughing back there. I was going to take the crew here and get special seating. They were all sold out. So how do I reserve the best of the best?
You don't have to reserve, Doc. You just walk up,
Yeah,
plunk down your money, and go in, pick your seat.
but I can't reserve a seat.
Why would you want to?
I want to see these guys up
Doc,
close.
what night you coming to the game?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe
I'll get you a seat. Don't you worry about it.
We can make you a bench coach too. You know, we have open dates that maybe.
that is-
Doc-
Wait! I
Jordan,
can be a coach.
Then
Jordan,
that's
talk
the
about
best
that.
seat
That's-
now.
I have a card. I can
Listen to this.
Wait a minute.
Jordan.
Bench coach. I'm all ears. Bench
Yes.
coach.
So every game we have a bat boy, number
Yeah.
1, and then we also have an honorary bench coach.
Bench coach.
You.
Okay.
You asked where the best seats are. Well, you can sit right next to the players.
Oh, my God.
You don't want to sit next to me, but you get to sit in the dugout.
Because you yell.
Because I yell, exactly. But
I would be a distraction.
Best seat in the
I think.
house.
Best seat in the bench coach.
Literally, you're sitting in the dugout with the guys.
In the dugout.
Yeah, you tell me when you want to come to a game, and we'll make it happen.
we'll get you a jersey too.
Oh, my God. This is way too fun. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just overwhelmed at the moment. Okay, so, but getting back to seating. Okay, so how does it work? Because a lot of people, is there different rates? Is there different
Yes,
places to
yes.
sit? That's where I was going.
Oh,
with all
okay,
this.
I'm sorry.
No, bench coach. That sounds way cool.
So we have box seats down close,
Which I can't get.
grandstand covered grandstand seats,
Yeah.
and then bleacher seats.
Sleep for suntan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the rates this year?
I think bleacher seats are as little as $5. I think if you're a senior or a veteran, I think
Why are
it's
you
like,
looking at me over that?
What?
What's a senior?
You're you.
Oh.
You're a
No,
senior.
all kidding aside, what if
I
someone
don't
comes up-
know, Doc.
I mean, 60, 55,
I don't know.
111?
You can,
Just-
if you go on the website too, tarpskunks.com,
Yeah.
you can get all that information
Okay.
as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, George, for bailing me out. So like bleacher seats are as little as $5. Grandstand seats are as little as $8, and your primo box seats, I think they're maybe $12 or
I
something.
know. And it's when you think about if you had to go to a professional ball game, I don't even know what they charge you now. $40 for a beer, probably $50 for a seat. I mean, we're talking expensive. And you know what? We went a couple of years ago, right? We had a blast. It was so much fun. And you have little breaks, and they throw things at the audience and talk and have a little contest and bring kids down and stuff like that. That's good fun.
So Jordan, how's our season going so far from the manager's perspective?
Good. We're off to a good start. 6-3, so 6 wins, 3 losses, and 1. We have a tie. The way a tie works in this league is you're only allowed 10 total innings. Reason they do that is because we're playing every single day. And you know, if you start to go 15, 16 innings, it can really hurt a pitching staff. Not literally hurt a pitching staff, but you know, you only have X amount of arms. So we tied. You put a man on second base in the top of the 10th inning, and with no outs, and you play the inning to get the 3 outs. And then in the bottom of the 10th, also put a man on second base and try to score him. So it's unique, but we actually walked out of the Niagara game in a tie, 2-2.
Wait a minute. I gotta explore this. You put the man on second, so
Yep.
it's sort of like you're kind of hurrying up the inning a bit.
Yep.
Give everybody the opportunity. It's like overtime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can he steal?
Yep.
He can steal home.
You can compare
He'll
it
probably
to.
get thrown out.
I'm just-
Yeah, try.
As a possible bench coach, I need to know the rules of the game.
So for
when I'm
hockey-
yelling out there, I don't want to overdo him because he's the real coach. You know what I mean? Steal, run. Oh, bad idea.
Yeah, so for hockey overtime, what is it, 3-on-3 I think they play? So putting a man on second
Right.
just adds to the excitement of the extra innings
Is this
for baseball.
something new? I've never heard of this before.
It is. It's a few years in the making. And with college baseball, we're doing it for a while, then we got rid of it. But this league in general,
That sounds reasonable.
that's a
Okay.
rule for this.
All right, so like if you guys score, then the other team gets a chance, and if they don't score, all done.
Yeah.
What? Oh, so you evidently ended up either both scoring or nobody scored in the 10th inning, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We didn't have a chance to walk it off in the bottom. of the 10th.
And I know what
There you
that means.
Something else that's very unusual in our league, Doc, is we not only have a designated hitter in our league, we have an extra hitter in our league. So again,
Hang on, I gotta get these
I'm
started.
going to defer to Jordan to
Designated.
explain that part of, because it's good for our ball players. Gets more kids playing in our games.
Yep, and that's the idea of it. Adding an extra hitter gives you a 10-man lineup rather than a 9-man lineup. And both the designated hitter and the extra hitter do not play the field. They just hit during the game.
I'm going to use it. I'm going to say this wrong. Pinch hitter?
Yep.
Pitch hitter?
Yeah, you said it wrong.
Pinch, yeah.
What is it? Pitch or pinch?
Pinch.
Pinch.
with an
That's
A.
what I said the first time. Pinch.
I thought you were trying to say that the DH and the EH were pinch hitters. No,
What's a pinch hitter?
Tommy.
It's so
Trouble.
if we were like in an end game situation and say we had a really good hitter on our bench,
Yeah.
we could pinch hit him for someone to try and get the run in. So it's kind of like a substitute.
Was a designated hitter.
So the designated hitter plays the whole game, and a pinch hitter would come off the bench.
And
it
an
can
extra
be-
hitter?
Extra hitter is the same thing as the DH, same thing,
Yes.
effectively.
It gets confusing. It definitely
Yeah,
gets
I'm
confusing.
very confused
Yes.
at the moment. I've never heard
Well,
of all
basically,
three.
so the designated hitter and the extra hitter are in the lineup,
Yes,
and then the pinch hitter would be a sub,
right.
who's not in the lineup,
But why do you even have a designated hitter? What's
because our pitchers can't hit.
They can,
Okay.
but, well,
Most of them can't.
Yeah.
most of the time you don't want them to hit. But
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
they're pitchers. They're not hitters.
There's a subtle statement being made. So what you're saying is you pitch, you probably have a very low batting average. Is that what we're saying?
Not all of them. But
Not all, but we're also saying we want to protect them, right?
Yeah.
How many pitchers you guys got, Jordan?
Right now we're carrying 13.
You have 13 pitchers out of 33 guys?
Oh, yeah, we could probably use 3 or 4 more, too. So
Stay loose.
I am not
Stay
available. What's the age group that you're working with?
anywhere from 18 to 22.
18 to 22. All right. I know
Maybe
this
some
seems like an
17.
odd question, but what's the average age in the pros? Like in the 20s on up or something like that?
Yeah.
Say late 20s, I'd say.
Okay,
That's
so-
about when you get through the minor. Well, not for everybody. When you get through the minor leagues, say 4 or 5 years after college, that's usually when you're getting to the pro level.
Okay. So you're playing for your college?
Mhm.
Did you play this past year?
I did play, yes.
What position did you play there?
I played second base in the
How'd
spring.
that go?
It went pretty good.
How
I had
was
it
your
pretty
season?
good. Our season went well. So
I'm assuming there's leagues within the college, and there's like the central. So did you play just in your area, or did you travel as well?
for our conference schedule at the last 30 games or so, we played just in our area. Didn't have to drive more than 3 hours for our series.
They're in the MAC conference. So that's Central Michigan, Eastern Michigan. Actually, when Buffalo, University of Buffalo had a baseball team. They were also in the MAC. Kent State. So it's a variety of teams, but the MAC, M-A-C.
Yeah. Who'd you play for?
Fredonia State, actually, where I coach now.
So you play, and did you go to minors or anything like that?
I did not.
Okay.
Nope. I
Stay in the
couldn't
management.
quite get there.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm just curious, you know.
Yeah.
So Grady, how many total games did Western Michigan play this year?
Let's see. I think we had a couple rainouts, so I think it was 53.
53.
Yes.
And now he's going to play 46 more for us. So that puts him at 90, 99? 99 games of baseball this season. Tommy, how many did you play for your high school this year?
Only like 20, so
All right.
I'm so fresh.
Well, so you're used to playing 20 games. Now you're going to play 46. Is there a big adjustment?
Yeah, the speed of the game's a little faster, and it's kind of different like every day, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm having a lot of fun, so.
When we
Okay.
get to the playoffs, Grady will get to the 100 mark this year.
Oh, there we
I
go.
like that. I like
I
that.
love it. I love it. Kind of like you getting to your 500th show. Grady gets to his 100th ball game in one season.
Let's talk equipment before we go here, because we got about 3 minutes left. So how's that work as far as their own equipment, uniforms, and that sort of thing?
Well, for us, I mean, it's pretty easy. We get here and they kind of take care of us. They give us the jersey, and like he said before, it's a wood bat league, so they supply us with the bats, unless you want to bring your own if you have something special. But so the equipment, and then everybody's got their own glove, their own cleats. So that side of it is kind of taken care of
That's good.
for us. Yeah.
These guys use aluminum bats in their colleges and their high schools. So there's an adjustment to playing with a wooden bat.
Yeah.
Is it a serious adjustment or is it not really?
No, it definitely is a serious adjustment. Yeah, sometimes it feels like you can kind of horse an aluminum bat around. Like you swing it however you want it, but with a wood bat, you really got to swing it smooth, you know?
I agree. Yeah.
And so I know for a couple of us at the beginning, like the first couple days of practice and even the first games or so, it was an adjustment to adjust the wood bat, but I think some of us are finding our stride a little bit, and it's working out all right for us.
It has a different sound, doesn't it?
It
Instead
does.
of a boink, it's a.
Yeah. So
How many bats have you broke so far?
0. Knock on wood, right? So hopefully we can keep it that way.
I remember lots of bats being broken when I was playing. It's like, the pitcher's the duck.
Yeah.
As a team, we're in double digits, but Grady personally.
So what's your battery averages, if you care to share?
I'm not sure.
As of last night, 486 for Grady.
486.
Leading the league in
Leading
hitting.
the entire league.
I'll brag about you.
Wait a minute. I got to.
Best hitter in the whole league.
Now I got to start reading about you guys in the paper. Huh?
Mine's not like that.
Is it half of it?
I don't know what
Quality
mine is.
at bats, we call him. Tommy's making good contact.
It's probably. I probably got half of his. I probably got half of it.
Tommy gets on base a lot, though. You get hit a lot, and you.
Well,
and
look how tall
and
he
you
is. He's a
walk,
good target.
You walk a lot. You're on base a lot.
He scares them. Big tall guy. Don't mess with him.
You know what's fun about Jordan's team? These guys run like crazy. Jordan's a very aggressive manager. Talk about your philosophy, Jordan.
We have 1 minute to hear about it.
All right, make it quick. When we get on base, we're going to steal.
Yep.
Of course.
Exciting.
Is this being televised locally, do you know?
We live stream every ball game on a YouTube channel that we have.
And what is that YouTube channel? I mean, how do people find it?
You go to the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League website, and then up in the corner there's a little tab that says Live, and it brings up tonight's games.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm gonna be perfect. I'm gonna be looking for you guys in the newspapers because I read it every day, so I don't see how you're doing. Guys, thanks for joining me today. This has been a lot of fun. And Randy, as always, it's a pleasure.
Well,
Jordan,
thanks,
good
Doc.
to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for having us.
Anybody want to say? We got like a half a minute.
I'll just say that you mentioned it's a good spot to watch a ball game, but this is what we love to do. We love going out there every day, and